We back. Today we got a special guest.
Baltimore, Brandon.
This is my brother.
Whatever get you going.
Nah, I mean,
You can attack me, brother.
nah, there's
I
nothing
know how
to
you
say.
Christian folks do.
Well, any meaningful society that's successful has been founded on Christianity.
We have to articulate things in a way where you can manifest. I grew up Christian. What I have a problem with is denouncing other faiths because some things is better in the Muslim things for my lifestyle that's not accepted in Western Europe.
Like what? You prefer to have multiple women, right?
No, that's not what I prefer. That's what it is.
Right. So, but that's a preference, though.
I mean, it's a history now. I can't change it.
You can have a friendship and love for someone versus them being a wife, though.
You brought up a lot of good points. You know, we can talk about
Frying y'all up in here.
we can talk about the Surah 4, Ayah 34 in the Quran. It says that it's okay to beat your wife. I think what it's coming down to is like who decides what's true.
Each religion has good things, and
Right.
each religion has questionable things.
Right. If Jesus says in John 14:6, I am the way, truth, and life, no one comes to the Father except through me. He's making a truth claim. He's saying every other way to heaven, to the Father, is false.
I feel like you kind of adjusting the truth to your situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and we all can agree on it. I just cannot personally commit to one religion. If there is a universal religion,
For woman.
I'm a certified crash out. Fuck it. Excuse my language. We edit that. You gotta be Jesus. You gotta be Christ-like in this relationship. So, like I said, I agree with the teachings of Christ.
You just don't worship him as God.
Right? I don't
You
worship.
don't think
I
Jesus
don't-
is God?
Whatever the Bible said, that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
What the Bible? What,
You know
what do you
I'm
know
saying?
the Bible
we,
to say?
We ain't getting into all that right now.
You say you talking about your. Do you believe Jesus performed miracles?
Yep, I do.
You ever seen any man do that?
Like,
But no. But can I say this? I do know that they turn water into wine in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, now this is how I know what I know. Now let's get to the facts.
He's a faith, man.
So this is the regular name on camera come.
So one of the biggest things, my main concern, is stifling our growth with lack of information.
He's a faith, man. We back. Another episode. Today we got a special guest. Man to the left.
Baltimore, Brandon, straight out of Baltimore City / county, here to represent all the good, great men in this world. Thank you. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, man. You know it's Justin.
Chet.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna get into some good conversation today. We're gonna talk about some controversial things. We're gonna speak our mind, speak from the heart, and see where this conversation go, man.
Yes, sir.
So how we ended up here? First, I'm gonna give a little backstory on that, and then we can move forward. But how we ended up here? This is my brother, and we always have debates. We always have conversations on the phone and stuff. And he said, "You know what? Save it for the podcast." So I said, "All right, you feel me? Let's do the podcast. You feel me?" So now we here, and we're gonna have a good discussion. But before we get started, we always pray before we start. So, Chet, you want to lead us in prayer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us this time to come together as brothers and discuss difficult topics that people want answers to and clarity on. So we just pray that all of us have an open mind, open heart to receive the words that the other people are saying, and just with the actual attempt to seek the truth, Heavenly Father. And it's all love and respect at the end of the day. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen, man. Thank you, man. So,
I
What
forgot
we-
to pray almost.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Nah, you know,
Right.
Holy Spirit, man, come on. But what we originally were talking about is culture, the culture in Christianity, right? So, my perspective was that me as a follower of Jesus, I don't conform to any culture, and if you are a true follower of Jesus, it's not culture. It's just good and evil. It's right and wrong. You know, and what's your stance on that?
Well, my stance was that Christianity is a culture, just like you have Muslim culture, you have in life, I feel like it's a culture for everything. It's an ecosystem for everything. So I feel like Christianity is another, just a different section that operate and function in that magnitude. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's a nice asset to life, but I feel like it's more things to life than just Christianity, and you know, so that's my stance on it.
There's more things to life than Christianity.
Right.
Right. Okay.
That's right.
So, Chet, you got any input on that?
As far as the culture, or there's more things like the Christianity. Well, like
Whatever gets you going.
Nah, I mean,
you can attack me, brother.
Nah, there's nothing.
I know how you Christian folks do.
It's your viewpoint. It's nothing really to
with the
attack.
shades on.
It's
yeah,
just,
man.
So what's the actual question though? Like, help me frame it, because I don't know at what, like, are we doing the history or?
Yeah, I mean everything. Drop the bomb on them.
Well, like, especially in the culture all of us living here, it's founded on Christian values. So the Christian culture, like, as Christians, everything goes back to Jesus. Like,
Let me ask you this real quick. When you say it was founded on Christian, what time frame are you talking? Are you talking like European settlement or what? Like, so now?
No, I was referring to the United States, so 1776 and all that type of stuff. But
okay.
I would say in the West,
so like the Gentile and all that type of.
Like, what do you mean?
Like the religious sects of Christianity.
Well, yeah, I still don't know, but what I meant was that in the United States, like, we got Christian Judeo-Christian values, which is founded from the Bible, which is we believe from God.
Right.
And our moral example is Jesus Christ, who never sinned,
Right.
Didn't have a racist attitude in his mind.
Amen.
Loved all people.
Right.
But obviously, people representing or claiming to represent him have mistreated people. We all do it. We all fall short of the glory of God. But I would say any meaningful society that's successful has been founded on Christianity, and it's mostly been in the West.
And just to piggyback on that, like, it's so culture is man-made, the man-made thing. So like putting up the Christmas tree, or like having to go to this type of church or this denomination. But what's not culture is following the principles of what Jesus laid out for us.
Well, see, that's where I agree. I don't disagree with the principles laid out, but where I disagree is that that's the end all be all on everything in the life of existence. You know what I'm saying? That's where my line. I draw the line in my reality of life and death. You feel what I'm saying? Because it is some principles and guidelines, but then in life, what happens is you have to articulate things in a way where you can manifest. I believe that that's one of the things that in the Christian faith, because I grew up Christian. I grew up family Christian, with the church on Sundays, church field trips, singing the choir. When I went to the military, I was praying to God. When I was scared, praying to Jesus, all that. So I believed. I was raised. I believe in that. I have faith. But what I have a problem with is denouncing other faiths because we believe, or we have said, or others have said that Christianity is the faith, because it's some things that's similar and some things that's different. Some things is better in the Muslim things for my lifestyle that's not accepted in Western Europe.
Like what?
But is accepted in cultures that celebrate ancestry, nature, that's beyond the man-made. Beyond the man-made things. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this. One thing that I do know for a fact is in the Muslim faith, there's a 4-wife allotment. You can have 4 wives in the Muslim culture.
Allotment is crazy.
So what I'm saying is, in the Muslim faith, in the Muslim faith, it's in their holy beliefs that they go to war for, that is a connection to their belief and has principle behind it. And I understand it because I had, 5 women that I had children with, and I lived the European Christian lifestyle. And I said, you know what, I'm not with you no more. I'm with her. I can't do this. And it let me in a path where I had to double back. Say, you know what, I was doing things wrong. Nah, you is with me. You still in my life. I'm still gonna protect you. I'm still because I realized when I step away, nobody never replaces me. So some of those values are the lines are tainted for me. because I gotta jump through barriers for my children and my, you know what I'm saying?
So what you said was about your preference. You talked about your preference.
That's right.
You prefer to have multiple women, right?
No, that's not what I prefer. That's what it is.
Right. So, but that's a preference, though.
I mean, it's a history now. I can't change it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what you prefer.
No, I had them one at a time.
Right, but that's your preference. Yeah, is it yes or no?
What exactly?
Do you prefer to have multiple women versus one?
No, I don't prefer. But what I can say is this: I'm responsible for those women because I created lives with those women, and I put them in a position where now they can be defenseless in this world of wolves and predators.
But that's different than Islam. Islam, believe that you have wives, multiple wives.
Oh yeah, no, I do believe in that. I feel like you should. If I'm protecting you, I agree with that. I agree with that.
But you making that up. You making up what a wife is.
No, how am I making up what a wife is though? We never went over that.
Because you said if I gotta do this, you my wife.
Well, okay. So let's backtrack a little bit. So what I'm saying, particularly, is that through my life's choices and my mistakes, I ended up now where I'm at. I have 5 women that have my children.
Yeah, at one point. Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, right.
Currently. So now my choices and my decision and my thought process has to be a manifesto for all of them, because there is nobody that's going to provide the things that I provide for them, far as love, far as the way I care, the way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know what I'm delivering and bringing, and when I'm away, I witnessed them missing it, them craving it. My children, even they, the household. You feel me? So
is the relationship? You can have a friendship and love for someone versus them being a wife, though.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
a
wife is a different type of intimate connection.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It should have been. I didn't know about all this when this was happening. So now I'm in a situation where if I knew something, I'd do something. So if I'm now, we got children together, and I knew in this religion, I would study it more. That this was part of that. I was studying it exactly. I was studying and try to understand how did they make that connection. But it's my reality, so I only have a choice to try to figure out what it is. I'm living through it daily.
Well, they're not your wives, though. That's what I'm saying.
But see, that's what okay. They're not my wives. Not my wives. Wives, whatever you want to call them. My girlfriends, my friends, whatever.
They're the mother of your children.
I'm responsible for those women. I'm responsible for those women. I'm responsible for those children. And the reason why I say I'm responsible is because my life experiences showed when I stepped away and put my hands up and said, "Hey, your life." The decisions was made that if I stepped in and reasoned and made some sound calls and delivered things properly, it could go a better route. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Just by the strength of being a man, having a different vision on how things happen, having an outlook versus how a women's. Yeah, you can cut me off anytime.
No, bro. I'm just listening because you brought up a lot of good points. We can talk about
frying y'all up in here.
we can talk about the marriage in Islam because we agree with that point. And then in Surah 4. Ayah 34 in the Quran, it says that it's okay to beat your wife. But I think what it comes down to,
that's another topic. But
that's what they believe in as well.
You want to get on that?
No, we can. But I think the premise that's more I think what it's coming down to is who decides what's true. And then you're saying
exactly
Christianity, exactly. That's okay if y'all want to believe that, but it's not right for y'all to say other stuff is wrong, right? Kind of the way Christians live.
No. Well, what I say is that each religion has good things, and each religion has questionable things. Right. Across the board.
So then it's where does truth come from? And
it comes back to what he said, righteousness.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. We would say that truth comes from God. So the nature of truth is two things can't be true if they contradict each other. They can't be true in the same way at the same time if they contradict each other. So if Jesus says in John 14:6, I am the way, truth, and life, no one comes to the Father except through me, he's making a truth claim. He's saying every other way to heaven, to the Father, is false. Because that's the nature of truth. If you say that's water, and then Justin and I go, that's gasoline. Well, it can't be water and gasoline the same way at the same time, And then, so that's the nature of truth. Yeah. So naturally, the Muslim is going to look at me and Justin and be like, y'all are wrong. No, Muhammad's a prophet. Jesus isn't God. He's just a messenger. We're going to be like, Jesus is God, Trinity. The Buddhist is going to be like, nah, the agnostic. So that's what I'm saying. I think we can talk about all the Islam stuff too. just enough. I'll talk about it. But that's what I'm getting at. It's like who defines what true is.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. So
And that was a part of my point too, because I feel like you kind of adjusting the truth to your situation.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
you make an adjustment to say, well, this is the situation I'm in, so now I'm applying this to my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus like,
Correct.
well, what's just right?
So that's what
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
that's the question. Like,
so that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
For me, that's right.
right.
For me, that's right.
But why?
So
Why?
is it ultimately you decide what is true, at least for yourself and your life?
Right. Just like y'all have. So, all right, that's one thing I could say about God that we all can agree on. God has given us, this is the God-given ability to make sound decisions and judgment based on the information that you're given and the knowledge that we are learning in life constantly, daily, every millisecond throughout life. We know that. We don't disagree on that. So when certain things come about, we got to make the decision to say, okay, this has to be better because I've done this and this isn't working. Please, God, help me through this. Just stay with me through this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the language and the lane that I'm coming from. I just cannot personally commit to one religion. If there is a universal religion,
Or woman.
or woman, I mean, I can't necessarily say that. I can't say commit to one woman because I got 6 daughters.
Yeah.
So right there, we getting tricky. So it's like, so I'm
you get it.
I'm in a whole different category than y'all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You feel me? So it's like I gotta play different rules at some point, or I'm gonna get eaten up.
But how do you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you
Okay.
know like what's right and what's wrong?
Far as what though?
Just more
Because
morals.
now, okay, all right. So boom, I'm gonna break it down. So I'm a certified crash out.
Okay.
Like when stuff go, I was at a point in my life every time something go wrong, my tempers flash. Fuck it. Excuse my language. Can we edit that?
You can curse if you want. We not.
Okay.
If you want us to edit,
No,
it,
I
we
want
can.
to monetize though. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, now we passed the 2-minute mark. It should be.
all right. So all right, real quick though. So I had to come up with a baseline for myself so I wouldn't crash out no more. I was tired of having opportunities, having things, and losing them because of my emotions. So I realized to myself, I said I had to create a solid foundation for me to build on, or in order for me to have anything. Because if you don't have a solid foundation, you don't have anything, right? So I said, this is the questions I asked myself at different points in life, and I made these decisions and pressure, and now I'm choosing these things. Question number 1 is 5 things, 5 principles, 5 foundations. Number 1, right? We either going to choose righteous or wicked. Because if you straddle the fence now, you can fall either way. So now choose righteous. First numero uno, choose righteous.
Right.
Number two, you're going to choose life or death. We're going to choose life because if you choose death, now, I mean, if you don't choose, you can fall into the side of death.
Right.
Number 3, we have freedom or imprisonment. Always choosing freedom. I'm choosing freedom, right? Asset or liability. I'm choosing asset. Love or hate. I'm choosing love. So I'm continuously reminding myself, these are my principles and foundation to build off of anything.
Right.
So
then you compare it to those 5 pillars or 5 principles.
Exactly.
Like everything you do.
So first of all, righteous or wicked.
So regardless, let's go back to this question.
Yeah. So, but
what's righteous?
Yeah,
How you identifying what's righteous? Because you could say, yo, this is how I'm doing it. It's your preference, and that's righteous to you.
Well, okay, all right. So righteous for me was what I was based off. Like I said, I grew up on Christianity. My grandmother was one of the most loving, caring people in the world. So it's like, I judge with love. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of room for almost like Jesus, essentially.
Okay.
Your thought process, like this one thing I say to my friends or people sometimes that got relationships with women. You got to be Jesus. You got to be Christ-like in this relationship. You got to be perfect. You got to have that mindset and patience with this woman, with this child, in order for things to work out. And if you don't, you're going to have the problems that exist. Like it's the only thing. You got to be Christ-like mentally. Like, you feel me? Like, so like I said, I agree with the teachings of Christ, and you know what I'm saying? I agree with it.
you just don't worship him as God.
Right. I don't
You
worship.
don't think Jesus is God?
No.
You just said he was perfect.
Yeah, well, now see that's the thing. I felt like he was a human being on this planet that was either some type of, his birth was how it was made. I don't know. Whatever the Bible said, that's what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
What the Bible? What do you
what I'm saying?
know the Bible to say?
We ain't getting into all that right now.
But I'm saying you talking about your.
I believe that's not really the point.
Okay. It's a major point. Why? Because if you say that Jesus was perfect, who was perfect?
No, I didn't say he was perfect.
You did.
I did. All right. Well, no, you actually said that.
Okay, do you think he's perfect?
No. I feel like he's the closest thing to perfect. That's why I say use the term.
You didn't say that at first, though.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Now.
That's what you. Okay. So you think Jesus wasn't perfect?
I believe he learned to. I believe at some point he grew to look perfect from others.
Look perfect.
Yeah. Because at times we.
All right. So let me just ask you.
Okay.
Where does the doubt come in that he wasn't? Why you have doubt in that?
Just knowing human nature. At some point, you're not born perfect, and you grow into it through mistakes, trial and error, teaching, or for a passion. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something else. Do you believe Jesus performed miracles?
Yep, I do.
You ever seen any man do that?
Do what? Specifically?
Perform miracles.
Yeah, I did. You know what I'm saying? One person I can say, and this is my perspective on life. Mm-hmm. My grandfather. I feel like some of the things he did now as an adult are miracles. The thing, like how he kept the household together.
No, that ain't a miracle, brother.
No, for me, because it's not a common thing. It's
but
not
if you gonna say to me, that's what I'm saying. You talking about your preference, like what you want a miracle to be.
All right, so what is all right? So you saying like making somebody not blind no more, or like you talking about the things, the teachings of the Bible,
supernatural.
Okay.
Like walking on water.
I never seen that. No, I have not.
Like,
but no. But can I say this? Mm-hmm. I do know that they turn water into wine in prison. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like. So what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, no. So what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, like these are. I grew up on Discovery Channel, Sci-Fi. I grew up on that shit. Looney Tunes.
Do you know how they make wine in prison?
Yeah, what you talking about?
They use fruits and they use potatoes and stuff like that.
Right, but they still use water.
Didn't do that. Jesus said, "Go get that water."
Right. Yeah. I know the story, but I'm saying that's the part of the story that we got. That's the part of the story. I felt like
the message of that story is actually to listen to Jesus.
Right. That's fine.
They was at a wedding.
Right.
They ran out of wine.
Right.
And had you looked at crazy during that period of time.
Right.
Mary told the workers at the wedding to tell Jesus. Jesus told them to go fetch the dirty water that they washed their hands with for the ceremony. He told them to go fetch that water. Mary told them to do whatever Jesus said. Don't ask no questions.
Yeah. Right. See that? I like that.
Don't ask no questions.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's important. Keep point.
Took the water. He told them to take a cup. Take the cup and take it to the head person of the wedding. He took it there. He drank the wine. He said it was the best wine he ever had. But the message of the story was to listen to Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
When you give it to God, you're not supposed to be worried about how He's going to fix it.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to do the work.
Yeah. You believe it?
No, we all grew up Christian. We all grew up Christian.
We talk about it because you think that makes it okay to beat your wife. That's not what that word means.
Are you
be used as the word strike?
It's discipline, right?
It means to separate. To like
not
sleep in the same bed with your wife.
I feel like he should be on the. Are you a Muslim or a Christian? You just
he like me, so he like me.
I ain't a Christian.
Like he like me. It felt like I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody bigger than a program, but it's just like once you start studying, it's like you. That's what I'm saying. Like even I learned about Hinduism and yoga. Mm-hmm. So it's like once you start learning about all these different things, how could you dare ever?
That's what I'm saying. Like not to cut you off, but like with whether it's Islam or whether it's Hinduism, like I got it. It contradicts what Jesus says. So if it contradicts either what Jesus says is true,
right,
or what that Islam, Hinduism says is true, or they're both false.
Exactly.
Well, you just called
it. That's the part. That's the part where it get tricky.
But yo, we can say
that's where it get tricky. Exactly. That's
anything he wasn't here to see, we can say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, how do we know George Washington?
Because now this is how I know what I know. Okay. Now let's get to the facts. My fault. She fell. Damn. Injury on the harbor. Yo, but this is how I get to the. Oh, you want to check the camera? Double check that. You good? All right, good. So this is how I got to starting to realize what's fact and what's fiction in my life.
Okay.
Through living through it.
So your personal experience.
My personal experiences in life. You know, I thought it was supposed to go this way, but through life experience, I realized like, oh, that's how you get that result, but it goes this way.
So would it be fair then, ultimately,
Yeah,
you decide what is true and what is false?
correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So
we all have to make that decision. Whether you say Jesus and you decide this true because Jesus, or you say, you know what, I believe it because I seen it with my own eyes or I lived it.
Well, that's the thing. The message of Jesus,
choice.
in Matthew chapter 16, verse 24, whoever wants to be my disciple must pick up their cross, deny themselves, and follow me.
Right.
So for Justin and I, we actually don't naturally agree with everything Jesus says, but we do it anyway because he's credible. We can do scripturally. We've seen the power impact in our lives and personal testimonies. So that's why Jesus is more credible than Chet and Justin. So we follow him because, again, the evidence of our lives, the historical accounts, all that.
I like what you said, and I'm a piggyback off of that. I like a word you use, and it's real important, and even in today's time. Credit.
Yeah.
Credibility.
Yeah.
Your worth, what you worth, what your name worth, what you make happen. The miracles that we see people make, and we don't know how they did it. We look at that as anomalies. We look at it as like, wow, we can't believe it. Damn, he was there, now he there, how you do it? So at the same time, I don't worship that stuff, but now I understand to get the output, it takes this level of discipline. The Bible's teachings and stories match with the discipline.
Partly, but the Bible's main message is summarized in three parts.
Let me say it. Let me see if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
All right. The main Bible is some of the main things they talk about in the Bible is to be a servant to God. Right?
Kinda.
No.
Well, you can be a child of God.
Child of God.
Servant.
They want you to see is servant. And the other thing is said that main point is like this is the way.
Sure.
This is the way to heaven. This is the way to the beyond, right?
Well, it's like one, God created everything perfect.
Right.
Humans, we mess it up.
Okay.
Jesus came to save us from our sins.
Right.
So he can restore us back to him. Those are like the three senses of the Bible. Perfect. We mess it up. God had a plan to redeem us.
So, and y'all believe that? Like, y'all just...
Well, yeah, the main, it has discipline, right? It has a bunch of good financial advice in the Bible, marital advice, but the main purpose of the gospel is none of us can earn our way to salvation because we're imperfect. Our deeds are like dirty rags in the eyes of a perfect Lord. God sent his one and only son to bleed and die on the cross to suffer the just penalty that you, me, him deserve. And if we accept his free gift, because we can't earn a gift, you know what I'm saying? Like if I give you my phone, but I say, hey, pay me back, that's not a gift. And if we accept this gift, then the gift is eternal life with him.
Can I set up a scenario and get your opinion?
Sure.
I want to ask your opinion about this. All right. So in those times of Christ, when he was living and going through those times, right, just as him, God, what is God's son, and everything is what it is, right? In those times, and based off those stories, we can relate it to the modern day times, right?
Sure.
Majority, it's a lot of them.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of them, like you can apply it damn near.
You know, all the principles.
Parables
and all that. Yeah.
Right. So how can we believe that in this times that we're living in that we're not still walking with the people in the flesh that's the ones taking on the sins? Like, how do you not understand?
You never seen. It's nobody. This would be on all over the news.
What
if it was somebody turning water to wine, walking on water, healing the blind?
No, it's not.
Curing the sickness.
Well, we gotta understand now.
Man, though.
No, now, all right. So back. All right. So let's get deeper then, right? So now, do you think the United States government is going to allow for that to happen? If they hear about a man turning water to wine, turning plastic into gasoline, turning water into fuel, what happened to those people? They get killed. They end up missing.
Regardless.
So what I'm saying to
if you can do that, right? The whole thing is you are God.
So what I'm saying to you is the people that is really doing stuff like that's real crazy, like unbelievable, they keeping shit quiet. They stand in the back.
That sound like I don't know, bro. Like I just think somebody might know if somebody was actually doing it. Like somebody might know. It's some pretty smart people and intelligent people in the world, but nobody like Jesus. And history shows you that. You know what I'm saying? Historians will tell you that. You feel me? People who not Christian, people And the reason why I believe and follow is because why is it that every religion acknowledges Jesus?
Because that's simple. Because Jesus traveled the world and learned all the religions. He lived in different towns.
And he
different
was who he
cities.
was.
Right. He was who he was. And listen,
Exactly.
but he traveled and learned all the religions. That's how when he got back to that city, he was able to do the magical things because he traveled the world God. And he learned the ways of the world. He learned these
That's not going to make him walk on water, huh?
I don't know what he learned, brother. But what I'm saying
He learned how to walk on water.
if any man go out in this world and he's determined and travels the world with a faith and an anointment on his soul and comes back, he's going to have more than amazing things to give to his people that's of his
but it's not
club.
supernatural things.
Well, my question would be like, why you say you believe in the teachings of Jesus and you believe, why do you believe in the teachings of him, but you deny when he says he's God?
No, because the reason now I'm not even really denying. I'm not even debating it. I don't even question it. I don't even it's not even a concern. My question to y'all is, why don't you believe that it can happen again? Why do you believe that that's the only time, or it's not happening constantly over and over and over
because
again?
Because we believe in the Bible.
Time.
The Bible tells you the truth.
Yeah. Right, but we living through this stuff.
Yeah, but we believe in the Bible though. So if you don't,
see, and that's why I
your mentality cannot understand that because you go through life and you adjust and adapt your belief system.
Well, the more I learn,
I go through life with a belief system. No matter what happened, this what I believe.
Well, I still have a belief system like that too. That still is
you just told me.
What?
You just told me because of your situation with you having daughters and women and stuff.
That's called.
You prefer Islam when it comes to that talking about?
Well, I said I understand. Well, that's one thing. That's why I don't fully commit to Christianity and I separate myself.
Right.
And I give you an example of where I have.
But if you didn't have multiple women, then what?
And that wouldn't be a conversation. It wouldn't even be a conversation.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying you making adjustments based off of what happened in your life.
Okay.
Versus I'm on this team. I believe in this. And this,
well,
this what I believe.
If you losing, every time, you got to make the adjustment.
What do you lose? That's another thing that people do, right? You never wholeheartedly committed to learning the Bible, understanding the teachings. You never.
Well, I'm talking about in life, brother. I'm talking about life and death. I grew up in the Christianity faith.
For me, I didn't really understand what following Jesus was in the Bible was until I actually sat down with it, and really studied it and went through. Teaching, people teaching me and stuff being around other people and stuff like that.
I did that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I did it in my younger years.
Okay. If you what about the Quran?
What about it?
Have you done the same thing?
No.
Right. Anything? Is it anything that you buy into to the point where you commit to it wholeheartedly?
I buy into love. I buy into I believe in myself.
But that could change. You just saying,
No, I always believe in myself. At this point in life, I believe that I'm in control because of God's graces, because of God's enrichment. I know that I'm in control. I don't have no questions about that, and that's why I tell you that I don't doubt Jesus or I don't fault anybody, but I'm just on a different plane at this point. I'm on a different field with it. I'm just thinking about it.
You don't conform to nothing.
So I was going to say, you deny the parts of the Bible that...
I don't deny anything.
So you believe Jesus is God?
That's what I'm saying. I don't even get into it. That's political talk.
It's not political.
It is. No, it is. No, it is. Y'all joking and laughing, but I'm serious. Because you talking about when you start talking do you believe Jesus is God? I don't care. I'm like, that's cool. It's not for debate for me. It's in the book. That's what it say. Mm-hmm. That's what you want. You got it.
What you want,
you got it. You feel me? For me, at one point, that's all I knew. I was raised as Christian. Yeah. But as I began to learn about other religions, about Judaism and Islam, Buddhism, and I started saying that, they all got a God like Jesus in their joint. Once I saw
they don't. No,
they have his person.
No, they don't.
You realize that Christianity and Islam come from Judaism, right?
Well, all I'm saying is that each one, they got a person. In Islam,
Jesus,
I know what I'm saying though. But listen to me. I'm trying to give it to you. I'm trying to help you understand my ideology, on my thought process on it. If you don't want to, if you don't understand it,
It's not
It's because
understanding.
you're not
Make
listening.
me understand.
All right, so listen to me.
Explain to me why these things are what they are when you tell them.
Okay, so again, like I said, a lot of it is based off. I was raised in the Christian faith. I was raised fully, wholeheartedly. Our family prayed for everything. They prayed before meals. They prayed after meals. They prayed when stuff was tough. They thanked God when stuff was good. Okay, I grew up like that. I do that. I still do that to this day. I give thanks. That's part of giving thanks. Is giving gratitude is a part of healthy living. Period. No religion attached. Giving gratitude is part of healthy living. So what I'm saying to you is, when you start getting into these cultures, now it's a debate about certain stuff. I'm not debating. If that's what you believe and that's how you functioning, cool. But I'm being transparent and honest. I ain't even stuck on that. I'm trying to make sure I'm following the basic principles that every religion cover. It's some basic things that cross.
But bro, if you study, you will understand.
Yeah.
Understand what?
You will understand.
I'm not looking for understanding.
You just said in every religion, it's somebody like Jesus. Everybody got their Jesus figure, right?
Right.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Okay, so all right, let me break it down to you. The main ones. All right. So who did Muslims have?
Muhammad?
Prophet Muhammad. He
Bro,
wasn't
right.
He's nowhere close to
Yeah.
Jesus.
But I'm saying he got a God. They got a God. That's their person.
They
But
got
he
a
didn't-
figure.
That's their figure.
But just
That's
let
their
me,
figure.
but let's talk about that, because the Prophet Muhammad.
It's not gonna be fair.
Do you know about Prophet Muhammad?
I don't even care, bro. No
That's- but that's-
disrespect.
but
No
that-
disrespect.
but that
the
gotta-
point I'm getting at is each religion. I'm telling you. I'm gonna give you the. All right, so I'm giving you the straight category aspect of it. They believe in this. They got this dude. They believe in this. They got this person. They believe in this. They got this person. It does not change. How this person handles business changes for sure. But the point is, everything gets done a certain type of way by this person. They action. They look at this person.
I would say that
It's like every team has a superstar.
yeah,
You
but
gotta.
on
So-
face value,
so-
all the religions look like they say the same stuff. But that's what Justin said. As you get to study them more, you realize how they
differ. They differ
in the major ways, and
For
not
sure.
the minors,
Yeah.
right?
For sure.
It's similar. Like if like
different time
a person
periods.
that hasn't been around black people, like all black people look the same just because of skin tone. That's not true either.
Well, I'm not saying what I ain't
No,
saying. I'm not saying they're the same.
No.
Because I'm saying,
But
I'm saying, what I'm saying to you
Right.
is these groups, these categories. Once you start committing to one category right here, it's just like Republican and Democrat.
Right.
It's the same type of ordeal. Once you say you're Democrat, what happens? The Republicans look at you funny,
Okay, sure.
right?
Yeah.
So it's the same ordeal with religions. Once you pick your religion and say, "Hey, I'm here with it. This is what I believe in," it's nothing wrong with it. But the other religion gonna say, "Well, that's wrong because ours says this and that."
Right.
So I don't get into that.
So you
No,
think
it's
like
not
all
about that.
religions are valid?
Yes, absolutely.
But it's not even about condemning.
She want me to get.
It's more so about just living in your truth and understanding why it's the truth for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you saying stuff like everybody got somebody who like this, the reason why I believe in Jesus is because of what it says about him and who he says he is.
Yeah.
Right.
Not because like, yo, I just picked this and like it's true now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of thing. Like,
Well, you shouldn't do that.
regardless, you know what I'm saying?
Whether you're religious or not, you should not.
Right.
Just
We're
pick
not
things
talking
off
about
of
that,
that.
though. We're not talking about what I should and shouldn't do. I'm telling you why I do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because of the context. You said the context around Prophet Muhammad don't matter. It do matter.
I mean,
It do matter.
You don't
Because
like
it's somebody
child
you
marriage,
follow.
right?
Say it again.
You don't like child marriage.
Of course not. Of course
Muhammad
not.
did that.
But I'm saying though, come on now.
married a 6-year-old.
Come on now. That's like all right, now we go. That's why I say I take it all the way to the most simple thing.
Mhm.
No raping of women or children.
Mhm.
Of course, no child molestation, no stealing from people. And you know what I'm saying?
Muhammad did all that.
Yeah, listen though. What I'm saying to you though,
Yeah.
but people still do those things, right?
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Unfortunately.
not saying to do any of those things. I don't know,
I know.
what he had going on.
Right.
I don't know.
But okay, the reason
But people
why,
do that shit right now.
But the reason I bring that up is I know you don't.
You see what I'm saying?
But like if somebody like a figure were to behave in that manner and do those actions, you would not the credibility word. You would be like he's uncredible because
Right.
of
But
his
see,
actions.
okay, all right, so now let's look at it like this. Now, I like some of the things that they doing on that side, right?
The Islamic
Right,
side.
right,
Okay.
and it is successful, right?
What things?
Um,
The 4 wives.
whatever's working for them. The reason why they still exist to this day. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand this.
Mm-hmm.
Things last the test of time.
Okay.
If something lasts the test of time, if something is happening correctly. No matter who likes it, who disagrees, it works for what they doing, how they living. It works. It's been there. It's working. Right.
Okay.
Right.
I wouldn't agree, but okay.
I mean, are they existing? Is the religion still around? Huh? Right. And they got every right to exist.
I would say that's the fallacy is like just because something's old makes it true. And that's not true. You know?
No, I didn't say that. I said it's working. It's working for for people.
Apostasy in Islam is a punishment, a capital crime.
Say it again.
Apostasy in Islam.
What's that?
So if you are born a Muslim
right.
and then you stray away from the faith, like you renounce your faith,
okay,
it's punishable by death.
Okay, I understand why.
That's
it makes sense. Guess what?
Why.
All right, no, let me tell you this though. Let me educate you on this. Mm-hmm. So do you know how Maryland was established and grown and expanded from the port of Baltimore to Baltimore, Maryland, and expanded to the great landmass it is?
No.
So okay, because you would be executed if you didn't commit to Christianity. So it's the same rules apply across the board. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Yes, it is.
Not the same because the Bible don't speak of that.
It does. Okay. It doesn't speak on that. It does not.
That's mad. That's
I don't know if that's necessary.
But it's the same thing that happens. You told me yourself that Muhammad. Who said Muhammad? That he kills people. If you denounce your faith.
But that's in the Quran.
Listen to me. Okay. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Fair.
If you denounce your faith in the Quran. You're up for murder. You're up to be murdered. Sure. You have to be executed, sure. Right? Yeah. So in the history of America, United States, that we started talking about, you said the United States built off Christian faith.
Judeo-Christian values.
Right. Christian values, right? The way that the rule was put in place and expanded upon was using the word of the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church specifically,
not
based on what?
Not the word of Jesus, not the Bible's word.
Right. All right, so the Catholic faith is based off Christianity.
Well, the 13 colonies.
But that's culture. That's the whole thing I was telling you.
Oh my goodness.
Culture is a difference between culture and following the principles. It's a difference. Right. Those are cultures. They subcultures. You feel me?
Exactly.
Right, but the point I'm saying that is.
So were they not Christians, or were they Christians?
It doesn't matter, bro.
Okay.
Let me tell you why it don't matter.
The kings of England, were they Christians?
Let me tell you why it don't matter. The reason why it don't matter is because they're not going out there and doing the things that Jesus taught to do, right? Or the Bible to teach you to do.
Yeah.
They're going out there and doing what they want to do,
right?
For their whatever advancement or whatever mission they got.
That's wrong.
They know that is right.
Wrong.
That's right. If you read the Bible, you would know. Where in the Bible does it align? How does that align with the Bible?
So you mean to tell me that if someone doesn't align with the religious values, they should be exiled or executed from a land?
It never says that. It never says that in the Bible.
It was done. It doesn't say in the Bible, but it says in the history book that it happened.
You don't conform to nothing, so you might not be able to understand.
Understand what? I'm not
that when I say what the Bible says is what I actually believe in. That's why I keep saying refer back to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The Bible don't tell. When Jesus came and stuff, he didn't tell us to go and conquer these lands or whatever.
No, he did not.
He didn't say go conquer.
He did not.
He didn't say
absolutely.
That's why, like Justin is saying, not speaking, but our moral example is Jesus Christ, found in the Bible. A Muslim's moral example is the Quran, Muhammad. You know,
right?
So that's why it doesn't matter if Christians do unchristian like things, because that's not a moral example. You know what I mean?
Well, all I'm saying is I don't, like I said, my whole point is this. I'm not Christian. I'm not Muslim.
Right.
I believe in universal laws. I believe in the universe. I believe in the almighty power of God. I believe that our ancestors, our bloodline, and I believe in nature. Those are things that I give the most praise to.
Do you believe in heaven?
I believe heaven. I believe heaven on earth. I believe heaven beyond
like the afterlife.
Yeah, beyond. Yeah, I believe that. I believe all that. I believe there was a Garden of Eden on earth for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these things. It makes sense to me. I'm not confused about nothing.
In your worldview, though, how would you say in your worldview, how would one get to heaven?
Okay, so how would one get through heaven would be living a honorable, righteous life. doing right by children, doing right by women, being fair, having patience. You know what I'm saying? Being a creator, not a destroyer. Being a problem solver, not a problem creator. Those are the simple things that make society thrive. Those are the simple things that make the world tick and make you the person that you is by the choices you make. Say it again.
It's the part where they tell you that ain't what the Bible says.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's cool. And that's why I don't really get caught up on that. Because I'm going to do some stuff the Bible don't say sometimes.
Well, yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Well, if you really look at
And I know that. I'm not even going to play.
Jesus hung with the outcasts.
Exactly. Hello.
He wasn't hanging with the holy folks.
That's
Yeah,
true. He got tapped.
He went out in
But
the
the goal
wild.
was to get you right, though.
The goal, he didn't.
He also didn't judge you or pressure you.
Well,
Nah.
he did judge. He could condemn, but he didn't. God sent his only
He
son
did
to.
judge them, and that's why he got along with everybody, because there was no judgment that he passed upon.
Well, he definitely judged people because he was like, "That's wrong, that's right. Those are judgments."
Right and wrong is perception, but I get it.
But you get like for all four of us.
We gotta know what's right.
None of us agree with rape. We all say that's wrong. That's a judgment.
Yeah, it's
all
easy.
four.
That's
I
easy.
Say, I just meant
That's
both y'all, but yeah, but that's making a judgment.
Punishment would be the judgment.
Yeah, the punishment for it.
But you're bringing up a good
Well,
point.
you
The
speaking of judgment
condemnation.
more like
I believe
Yeah.
that would be that's worth murder. You should be murdered.
Right. That's the
Or
condemnation
child
part, which Jesus
You
did
should
not
be,
do.
You should be killed.
Like
Because you're a sick motherfucker.
and that's why I was saying. You're saying
Like
basically
a rabid dog.
how to get to heaven in your worldview is to do good works.
Yeah, you got to do good work. Period.
But Jesus contradicts that, and he
Uh-huh.
says you can't work your way to heaven. There's nothing you can do because we're all
Yeah,
guilty
well,
of
now,
sin.
now that's a play on words too. You can go all types of ways with it because now you work. What does work mean for you? What does work mean for us? Get a job, show up, 9 to 5, work, pay your bills. So it's like you can't. When I say work, I mean I'm doing Jesus work. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but-
about I'm everybody's fault.
No, but
You know what I'm saying?
But Jesus is saying whatever you define as work, you can't work your way. Like there's nothing
whatever.
you can do.
And guess what though? Guess what? Though?
But you know why though? Because you debating that.
What?
We all sin.
Because we're all sinners.
Because we all sin.
We're all guilty of sin.
Well, that's the whole thing about it. I'm not concerned.
About your sin?
I'm not concerned about where I go after I die because I know what I'm doing. I'm living in my truth. Wherever I go at after this is where I belong. Period.
But
You see what I'm saying?
do you want to spend eternity with God?
Yeah, of course.
So you do care where you're gonna go.
Yeah, but listen to me.
I'm only that-
But listen to
He
me.
might not
But
believe
listen
in
to
that.
me
though.
though. Listen to me. Listen to me though. Because now listen, that's where it gets tricky.
Okay.
Right? Because now we get to the point of who was right, who was wrong. So now we gotta say, you say you can't work your way to heaven. You
Jesus.
can't do that. Listen, what I'm saying to you is all this shit in between you getting where you trying to go. Get there. Just get there.
Yeah,
But you gotta know how.
But you don't know the direction.
Yeah, well, I know the direction. Me personally, I know the direction. I'm not confused about the direction or how to get there. That's what I'm saying.
it's like saying, "Hey, Chet, when to get to New York, you gotta take 83. 83 doesn't go to New York. You know what I mean? So Jesus is the way. That's what I mean. He's
Well,
the only
now
way.
see, that's what I'm saying. It do go to New York. It's the back way.
I mean,
You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't. That's what I'm saying to you. Yo, life is not. Like life is not just straight like that. It's not like you still.
maybe it wasn't the best analogy.
But no,
through
it is.
through-
It is. No, it is. That's how. And that's what you. That's what I'm saying to you. Life is like that. So the minute you try to stay in this
Alright.
box, you're gonna get annihilated.
Our
And it's okay because that's part of
our
life.
train.
That's not true.
Our
That's
train
not
doesn't
true.
go east
That's
west
not true.
in Baltimore. It just goes north south.
Actually, staying in the box for me helped me more in life.
No, okay. Now, when I say stay in the box, I mean you should have a foundation. That's your box. Your foundation is so solid that it does not matter what you put on top of it; it's going to last. That's what I say. That's what I mean when I say
Yes,
not staying inside the box, but having that foundation.
That foundation.
The foundation.
You know what's
Period.
crazy? That's what Jesus is. He's the rock. He's our foundation.
That's good.
right.
That's good.
He's
That's
literally
man.
the rock. Like
That's
that.
good.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because I hope to see all of us in heaven. But growing up, I used to think that you can earn your way. Like I always knew I was a sinner, or like I
Yeah.
did evil deeds or bad deeds.
Yeah.
I knew I deserved like death, but
You say you deserve death
deserve death punishment for the stuff I've done.
for real?
Yeah, I've always felt
Yeah.
that way. But
You're a bad
it
boy.
didn't make sense to me. I mean, it depends. I might have done, you might think like, Chet, that's nothing. But to a holy God, it's everything. You know, he cares what we do. And he's saying, hey, Chet, no matter how much good you helping build homes and you building churches and you donate $1,000 million, it doesn't matter. It's
Who
like
said that?
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah. In Isaiah chapter 64, verse 16, it's like our good deeds are like filthy rags.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, can I just piggyback on that while we're right there?
Yeah.
Because I know this. You only as good as your last good deed that you gave to a person. So that does happen. But it does happen. So I'm aware of that. Hallelujah. Yeah. Amen.
But Jesus says you're not good. Like he's good. What? Like Jesus is good.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's how I disagree, man.
He said,
like,
Jesus
yo, like
he's
if the minute you announce you're good, yo, like, come on, man. Like, you talking down on yourself.
But you don't understand that. You're not understanding the context.
I'm God-like.
You're not understanding the context,
You feel
bro.
me? So I'm not even aligning with Christianity because I consider myself God-like.
That's the thing, though.
Because
like,
I create life.
If we talking about a true heaven,
a
true heaven, eternal heaven,
no disease, no suffering.
Okay.
What could you possibly do to just? I didn't earn my way. Now let me in. You feel me? Like,
but see, that's what I'm saying.
It's based off of His love for us.
But see, that's all right. So that's what makes me so different as a person. That's why I need to be studied because I don't care. I just know that I'm going to do the work.
It doesn't solve nothing. What
do you mean it doesn't solve?
I don't solve nothing.
Don't you know how people stress themselves about certain things? I don't do that.
But like,
I just don't.
It's like somebody wanting to get in trouble. They try to pretend like it ain't happening until they get caught.
He's saying that you deny that you care is like that. Right?
No, because I know I do the work. I know what I do in life. But like when you go, like it's like
you say in what you do, right?
Yeah. So,
but you do wrong sometimes too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Right? Are you confident in that?
What you mean confident in that?
Are you confident in doing wrong?
I don't understand what you mean.
When you do something that you ain't supposed to do, are you confident in that, or do you feel like I feel bad? Done that?
I feel bad. I feel like I shouldn't have done it. I feel regret. I feel grief. I feel disdain towards myself. I feel dirty. I feel terrible.
And that's what Jesus is saying. You're going to have them moments,
of course.
And to get eternal heaven, which is perfect, is you can't be perfect, so you cannot earn to be on that perfect team.
I'm listening. Now continue.
You can't. You're not gonna make them trials.
Okay.
He's saying, "Yo, I want you on the team anyway because I love you."
Yep. Okay. So that's so crazy. Like, right? All right, y'all. All right. Like I said, when we get to heaven, it's gonna be sections. I don't know what section y'all gonna be in, but I'm be up there with them. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal.
That's
who is them?
Analogy.
Like the people to me. You know what I'm saying? The people that I want to be. You know what I mean?
Like, no, Jesus is saying, yeah, you're not going to make the team, but I love you so much, you can be on my back. Like, I'm going to get you in. Right. Like, you can't earn it because none of us, like, the standard for heaven is perfection. And since all of us fall short, none of us can get it.
So now this all right. So this. No, hold on. Let me say this real quick. This what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this. Y'all. Listen. So what I'm saying now is, right, niggas so worried about getting there after that they're not doing the work they need to do while we here to do the shit that brings heaven on earth.
We talk about
that.
We just said.
No, I'm saying overall. I'm not saying us specifically.
No, but we talk about
we doing the work. Us being here, we doing the work right now by putting it all on the line.
We live in the world.
But I'm talking about we got people that's really got the game construed and twisted, feeling like they worried about this, thinking that the light is you're not. What happened in the dark, it will come to light every time. I learned that in life. Yeah. So you gonna make mistakes. I learned that in life. Right. Jesus says we're gonna forgive us. You got to keep pushing forward. I learned that in life. You got to push forward. So now I'm at a place now where I don't get into the debate. Like I don't even get into the. I let people like if that's what y'all have and it's working for y'all, keep it, hold it tight and make it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I got something different. I got a whole different play for myself in my life and the people that's following me and doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It's based off some of the same teachings of Christianity, the good faith, you know what I'm saying, and bad family values and things of that nature. But certain things got to get handled a certain way, and that's just what it is. And I don't have no remorse for that.
So what is it that your heart is with that you feel like contradict the Bible where you can't agree with it? Like what is it?
The fact that you say
that's a great question.
The parts where you down talk yourself in the Bible, where you say you can't be this, you can't do that. I just got a wild way of thinking, and I believe you can do anything.
But context is everything, right?
Okay.
So it's not telling us. It's actually telling us you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But what's going to get you into heaven?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't.
See, and that's where it gets tricky.
It's about.
That's where it gets tricky.
It's not tricky. It's simple. It's simple. You know what I mean? Either you read it and you take it in and understand it, or you read it and you believe in it, understand it, and you live by it. There's only two things you can do.
Yeah, that's.
But if you read it, it's in simple terms to be able to understand.
Yeah.
That's why I would say, like, the real question is, like, do you trust the authority and the validity of the Bible? Because that's what.
No.
And then that's the real question.
No. But now we on the topic I want to get to. So the Bible is a great book, but it's a whole bunch of great books out here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So one thing that I really understand is that the Bible is a great book. You get into it, you read passages, and you learn from it. Mm-hmm. Right? It's a history book. It's a book on personal development. It's a lot of great things. It's a great book.
So why?
If
it's just a great book, why does the Quran acknowledge the scriptures? Why does the Torah and all of that?
Simple. Simple. Because it's a great book. When it's a great book, don't you think other authors and other places it crosses cultures?
All right, let me go into
it was a great it's put together amazing.
Right, let me ask you something. So those books are about faith though.
Okay.
In God, right?
Right.
So do you believe there's a God?
Absolutely. So
do you believe in any path to God? Like, is it any path, or is you just deciding the path?
No, I feel like we are the gods. I feel like we the God-like individual.
You feel me? Like, that's
and that's why I disconnect. That's why I say I can't commit to Christianity.
And then we be.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to you.
Do you think
because we come? All right, no. This is why I'm saying this. Let me just explain to you now, because this is why I separate from it, because it get confusing for those who don't think like how I think or have the viewpoints. All right, so boom, perfect example, right? What is God? The Almighty
Creator, supernatural,
the first and the last.
Listen. Let's stop. Come on, slow down. You say God is the Almighty Creator. Mm-hmm. You say supernatural and the first and last, right? Y'all added that. Yeah, but the key thing is He is the Creator, right? He creates life, right?
Yeah. All life.
Yeah. All right, slow down. Slow down. He creates life. Come on. What did you do? What you created 10 months ago?
I didn't make an ocean.
I asked you that. I asked you that. See, now you playing. Did you just have a baby girl? I don't care. I don't care who made the tree. Who made Java? Who made Java Falcon?
I made a human being.
Right. You created life.
I didn't create just life.
You created life.
I created a life.
You created a life, folks.
Right. I didn't. I'm not the creator.
No, you created two lives.
So the argument is because Justin and Chantel create life. And God creates life. They're God.
No, listen. That's a weak argument.
No, listen. All right, y'all chopping it up. That's cool. I'm ready for all that. So listen to me. I'm gonna break it straight down for you. God is the creator. What do? Procreate. We're not the ultimate creator, but we are the descendants of the creator. We come from something. We all know we come from something, whether you believe in God or not. You're not here today if you didn't come from something that was here before.
Okay.
From XYZ amount of years.
Not everyone believes that.
Well, whatever you want to believe, right? So we agree on that, right? Yeah. We agree on that. Yeah. So your creator, the person that is genetically the one who was back here that created you, is your creator, your real creator, the one that made your life.
My parents or like
no, their parents, but back then, right. The beginning,
right? Whoever that was,
right? Whoever, right? They did that. Right? And somebody created them.
Right.
That's God.
Yeah.
That's the one who put them in place to create us.
Right.
He put them in place to create us.
Yeah. But like that's
so what you saying?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I do believe there is a
you believe we gods because of that.
Yes. How you from that, but you're not that? How you not from that cloth? How you claiming you from that cloth, but you're not cut?
Because you are a piece of creation. You are not the creation.
I didn't say I'm the.
But if you have the ability to just create, like you said, you creating life. We're creating one piece of life. We can't make an ocean. We can't make trees. We can't do that. We can't make a planet.
Can we?
No, you can't.
All right.
Who you know to do that?
Well, I'm just saying, man.
Like
That's what I'm
anything
saying,
can be
like-
done, man. I realize that's one thing I realized. Anything can be done, man.
Yo, when you start making fish, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Creating oceans and all that, then I believe.
yeah, and I would say
So that's what I'm saying. I'm a wild boy. You feel me? We gonna argue all night about this.
like
Because that's how I believe. I believe that.
I can
You
shoot.
believe? No, yo, hold
I
up,
can
yo.
shoot a basketball,
Hold up,
but I'm
yo.
not an NBA player.
You believe? Hold up. You believe somebody can create things that God created, like Earth?
I mean, I'm not even debating that. I said I believe there's a God that created everything, that created the reason why we here.
But
I
you said we
that.
gods, so basically,
Yeah, I do believe that because we in control of this planet and we guardians of this planet. I believe that.
But
I believe we
but
protect the
it's a
nature,
major
the
difference
life
from it, though,
on this
yo.
planet. Say it again.
It's a big difference that's happening there.
All right. What that mean?
That means you can't do the same thing that a God can do.
Yeah, you
That's
know,
cool.
The Lord is so gracious; He's allowed us.
I'm not challenging that.
No, I know, but He's allowed.
That's
us
my
to,
belief. That's just my belief.
We're made in His image, so being made in His image, you know, we have rational thought like Him. We can joke like Him. We can love like Him, but we're not Him. You know, and just because you come forth from something doesn't mean you're that thing. You know?
So one of the things that I do for me, and that's why I just disagree with a lot of things, and I disconnect with Christianity.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that I do through yoga's teaching is a breathing exercise.
Right.
You breathe in, you say a word,
and you chant,
and no, you say it in your mind, and you exhale and you say the word. Right. So the translation is Hong Sa. That's the words. Breathe in, Hong. Breathe out, Sa. And those two words translate to I'm him.
Okay.
Right. And that works for me.
Right.
It don't work. It doesn't work for me saying like I'm not him. I'm not as worthy. I don't do that. I can't do that. I'm not going. It don't work for me in my life and what I'm doing. Like I don't knock y'all for doing that, but I can't do that. I just can't.
Okay.
That's all.
But why?
But why?
Yeah, like
because
You
I found out that it's more to it than that. I found out that there's other stuff that's out here not doing that, and it's cool. So I'm like, oh damn.
You don't have no space for humility in your life.
No, I never said that.
I'm asking you.
because
I do.
Right. So sometimes you might not be him. Sometimes you
I
might
know
need
that.
strength from God.
Absolutely.
To get through.
Absolutely. You always need strength. You always need. You always need.
That's what
You need everything. You need family. You need all that. You need all that. Like
right.
So I'm not saying you don't need one thing. I'm not saying it's one thing that it's not interchangeable. You need X, Y, Z for this to happen. For you to be successful, it used to be looked at in a certain light in this world. After you're dead, you got to do certain things on this planet. It's just what it is. Now, when you dead and gone, people going to talk about you, and whatever you did is what they're going to talk about. And what happens to you after you gone is cool. It does not matter no more. It's free to whatever happens.
Right.
And I don't debate that. Some motherfuckers say they're going to be in heaven with 99 virgins. That's what they want to believe. Cool. Like I'm not
70, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying 70, whatever. That's cool. Like that's what get them through every day. We out here every fucking day living life. You feel me? So it's like at some point, you gotta be fair to yourself in this shit. You gotta be fair to yourself, and that's all I'm doing.
Ain't fair because you don't know.
I'm being fair to myself. That's all.
Right. You may think that's work, but the reason why you saying that is you saying this don't work for me, so I do this. All right, that's fine. You could come to God as you are. You feel me? And humility is a part of submitting to God because you acknowledging that there's a higher power who has way more power than you and ability than you. So you worship in that because you understand.
Oh yeah. Well, I believe that's one of the things I recognize in life that works, makes things manifest.
What?
So having that type of
the mindset.
The mindset. So just having a certain level of confidence and belief in it, and then doing the work.
So is it fair to say you're ultimately your own God?
Yeah, I believe. Yes, absolutely. I'm the God of my life. I'm the God of my body. I'm the God, like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's where like the humility submission comes.
Yeah.
We're not him. You know, he's him.
You talking about you and Justin?
Huh?
Talking about you and Justin?
No. Oh yeah.
I'm talking about.
I was talking about us as human beings too.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
Justin and I are in there, but like because we realize, you know, Jesus is the same day, tomorrow, yesterday. We change all the time. Some days I feel so confident. I feel like I can create an ocean. It's not true. Some days I feel like I can't even walk out the house.
I mean,
so that's what I'm like. But God, it remains consistent all the time. He never changed. He has no potential because he is. We all have potential.
And that's what I said. That's what I'm saying to you. He is a creator. I don't disagree that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some of the things that I have to live with and the way that I get through my life to make things better for my situations, and you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. That's what God has called me to show me to do. You feel me?
If Christianity,
Like when I pray,
if
You just said you God though.
yeah.
but if Christianity was true, would you become a Christian? Would you submit your life to
But see,
Jesus
that's what I'm
Christ?
saying. You already did that. That's what you said. Like I said to you, I grew up into that faith. That's what I'm trying to help you understand. I submitted at an early age.
Culture.
Well, let me say this though, because I submitted, because Chad don't know this.
Yeah.
I submitted at an early age. When I was 12, 13, 14, I'm at the front of the church every day crying because I want to change my life. So I'm diving deep into this shit, learning, understanding, asking questions, asking Aunt Debbie, asking Pastor and like the fullest shit, asking all the adults. All the people, I'm asking everybody questions. Mm-hmm. I'm not just standing around waiting. I'm asking, reading the book. I'm doing these things. So once I went into the military and I stranded off, now on my own, I'm out there on Christian faith.
Okay.
I'm out there on Christian faith. But as I start to get curious and try to understand more about what's going on in this world, I started to understand the power and impact of other religions and the reason why they exist, and some of the things that, because at the end of the day, to be honest, you know, we don't know. We have faith.
So you threw it all in a pot and was like, all right.
Yeah, jambalaya.
I'm gonna take this and take that.
Yeah, hell yeah. Season it real well. Make sure it tastes good.
And then one thing, all right, you did that when you were young, right?
Yeah.
Have you done that as a
absolutely
mature grown man?
Absolutely, as
you
an
read
adult.
the Bible. You submitted.
I was just like, yeah, you gave your life to Jesus Christ and trusted on Him alone for your salvation.
I did that. I've done that. So
and you strayed away from that.
Well, what happened was What happened was I looked for more because it was holes. It was holes in there.
So you don't believe there's holes in the Bible type of thing.
Well, some things that make sense, but you know, let's just have some closing arguments. We'll have to finish this up at a part 2. But like I said, you know, I love God. I love you guys. I love God. I love Christianity. I love all religions. I respect all religions. But I had to design something for myself, for my life. And a lot of people not gonna understand it, and I respect it. And I respect y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. It's all love and respect. That's what I'm just, because you know, y'all brothers. Yeah. We want to see you in heaven. We want to see all 4 of us. I really believe that. I know Justin does too. And it's just, you know, I just pray that, like, Jesus, like, if you really are seeking the truth, you know, you ask Jesus, like, hey, God, I don't know how you're going to do it, but just really come into my life. And He'll change it, you know, but you got to
see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking for nothing. That's what I'm saying. You keep telling me I'm not even looking.
No, that's what I said.
That's what I'm saying.
I said, if you're looking for the truth.
I'm not even looking. I know the truth.
What's the truth?
Well, see, that's it. Now I ain't here to debate that no more. It's over with. It's over with. It's over. It's over.
He can't take that. He can't take it.
No,
he got cut. He can't take it.
No, they can't take it.
He can't take it.
They can't take it. Shit.
I thought we answered all
night.
What?
It's 9 o'clock. I got time.
Yeah, no, that's it, man. I got stuff I gotta do. We definitely can finish up. We definitely come back
whenever.
Yeah, we can definitely. I definitely want to get back into it, but yeah, no, I'm gonna show y'all better than I can tell y'all as time progresses over these next few months and years. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. But I'm rocking with y'all. I'm glad I could be a part of it. And
thank you for coming on the podcast.
In your life, man.
Yeah, he with me. He never left me. He never left me. That's what I'm saying. He never left me. That's my.
It's another one, man. Another one in the books. No, we're gonna have to do a part 2 of that, man. We're gonna have to talk about it a little more. Hey, man, all I can say is put God first, man, and you know, everything will fall in place. You know, do the research, study. God will, you know, show you what's the truth.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it, man.
And I'll say it's been a great time.
Yeah, it was good. That's the first time we did something like that.
Man, I tell you,
I look forward to doing it again.
When we was 4 blocks that way, we had a lot of worse encounters.
Yeah, man. So we'll see y'all next time, man.
Hey, yo.